Hi everyone, my name's Alina, and my speech this afternoon is going to be on the effects of climate change. How many people enjoy just being outside? Maybe cruising on your bike or walking your dog, or maybe your favorite hobby or sport is an outside event. Now imagine taking your boat out to enjoy the murky waters, the dead and depleting wildlife, and the only thing you might catch trying to fish is some garbage. Imagine taking a road trip to one of your favorite national parks just to take a scenic hike through a trail of black ash and burnt forest. Imagine storms so dangerous, cars and homes are being swept away in the mountain of water like the dirt is swept off the floor in your home. These are all very realistic outcomes of climate change, as we have already seen, and some of which experienced. Things such as deforestation, overfishing, burning fossil fuels, and industrial processes are all encouraging the rapid incline of Earth's temperatures. Climate change is accelerating the disruption of ecosystems, intensifying extreme weather events, and is a leading cause of food insecurity in some major countries. With the global climate crisis intensifying daily, as well as the carbon dioxide levels, one of the more pressing issues our planet is facing is ocean acidification. According to NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, the ocean absorbs about 30% of carbon dioxide that's released into the atmosphere. This means the more human activity, the more carbon dioxide is released, and the more carbon dioxide there is in the atmosphere for the ocean to absorb. As the ocean absorbs carbon dioxide, the more acidic the ocean becomes and the less carbonate ions are available. Carbonate ions combine with calcium ions to form calcium carbonate, which is one of the main building blocks organisms need for calcification. Depleting the carbonate ions in our ocean will end with severe consequences, such as bleaching, the dissolving of shells, skeletons, and even coral reefs, eventually resulting in the loss of the whole ecosystem. Another effect of climate change is severe and extreme weather conditions, events such as drought, wildfires, and hurricanes. As greenhouse gases are emitted, they layer around the Earth's atmosphere and trapping the heat. Each year, the weather grows warmer. It encourages drier conditions, less precipitation, resulting in drought and wildfires for some areas like the West Coast. Other areas like the East Coast have experienced snow on the beach, tropical storms, and even life-threatening hurricanes. One example of these devastating storms is Hurricane Helene, a major hurricane that grew strength in the Gulf's warm waters and caused major destruction to areas inland, such as Tennessee and North Carolina. The World Weather Attribution website, explains how the environmental conditions leading to a storm of Helene's intensity were studied and their findings. They used a tool called the Ocean Climate Shift Index, which displays how climate change had affected the ocean's surface on that particular day. As stated in the article, using the Ocean Climate Shift Index, we find that the sea surface temperatures over the track of the storm have been made about 200 to 500 times more likely due to the burning of fossil fuels. NOAA has also predicted an increase in Category 4 and 5 hurricanes for this season, and with temperatures increasing, this will only help intensify to build stronger, more powerful hurricanes each year. According to Copernicus Climate Change Service, which is the EU's Earth Observation Program, and ABC News, January ranked as the warmest globally, and the U.S. experienced its sixth driest January on record. Additionally, not only is climate change catastrophic to the environment, but food security around the world will only become a bigger and more threatening challenge. Shifts in the weather pattern and rainfall make it difficult for farmers to predict when to plant and when to harvest, resulting in reducing crop yields. Likewise, the rising climate encourages drought and dying crops, while an increase in storms causes extreme weather and erosion to communities, also causing damage to crops and the land. Climate change contributes to drought by reducing the amount of precipitation and altering the timing of water availability, as well as intensifying evaporation due to the excessive heat. Drought can eventually lead to wildfires, putting thousands of people and their communities at risk. According to UN News, 22 countries are designated hunger hotspots and have experienced and expected to see an increase in magnitude and severity of hunger levels because of conflict, economic crisis, and climate shocks. As climate change continues to worsen, so will the amount of people facing these food insecurity challenges. And to wrap up, ocean acidification, extreme weather, and food insecurity are just a few of the major impacting effects to the planet due to climate change. As our ocean water turns cloudy and ecosystems begin to die off, hurricanes, wildfires, and other natural disasters are damaging towns and their surrounding counties. Not only will climate change cause disruption to ecosystems everywhere, but it will affect our whole planet, resulting in a depletion of resources, the destruction of our environment, and an increasing risk of food security due to the lack of resources, extreme weather, and these dying ecosystems. In conclusion, we can see the effects of climate change are not only undeniable, but we are already experiencing these impacts across the globe.